Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 midday, and we are still observing some wind gusts on the east side and along the coast, but they have definitely toned down since Newswatch 12 this morning. Now, just keep in mind that a high wind warning is still in place for the Shasta Valley and for the coast. It runs until 8 p.m. this evening, so just know in those areas we could have winds gusting upwards of 50 to 70 miles per hour. So the winds are going to be the chief weather variable of concern. Well, I think that it's going to be tied for the chief variable of concern because the snow is also going to be very concerning through Wednesday night. We're expecting upwards of maybe 24 to 30 inches down in the Mount Shasta City area. So it only makes sense, and it's only inevitable. It was only inevitable, I should say, that the interstate was going to shut down. And so this forecast thus far has verified, and I think those conditions down in south central Siskiyou County are only going to get worse before they get better. So here is public enemy number one right now. It is this big, objectively beautiful storm system that is swirling off in the Pacific, but it is bringing some big time impacts with it. And here's where the bulk of the snow is right now, mainly from Medford and points off towards the east. So we'll continue watching this tracking off towards the east throughout the rest of the morning, but then we're going to see additional bands of moisture building in behind this. So we're going to have several more rounds to go today. So I'll go ahead and show you that with Stormcast. We'll stop this right around at dinner time. And band number one has now exited off in Harney County and to areas that Newswatch 12 does not cover, but then here comes band number two there along the coast, and as this moves inland, this is going to bring some more heavy rainfall and snowfall, and the snowfall is mainly going to be in elevations above 2,000 to 3,000 feet. So that'll bring us some more big-time impacts to Siskiyou County as we head into Wednesday morning. Still more snow that is streaming into that portion of Northern California, but you notice that Wednesday is going to look much drier. Maybe we could have some rain and snow showers popping up at the peak of daytime heating around the core of the storm system, but this is going to be very hit and miss, probably a little bit more miss as opposed to hit. Then finally the radar will clear out and we'll get a break for Thursday and Friday, but then we have more wet weather that we're tracking into the weekend. Speaking of wet weather, here are some of those actual water totals we're going to have through Wednesday night, and it's very clear that the Mount Shasta City area is going to add to the surplus of water down there in a big way, getting upwards of 3 to 3.5 inches of water. Snow levels are going to bounce around between 2,000 to 4,000 feet over the next 48 hours, so in elevations below 2,000 feet. Probably just rain, although we have gotten some reports of snow in elevations as low as 1,100 feet this morning. So that's what I always try to tell you. Even though models can say what the snow levels are going to be, sometimes heavier precipitation can drag those snow levels down, which is exactly what we've seen this morning in Josephine County. So for today, wet, windy, wintry. The interstate shut down. It's just one of those days across these parts. And then overnight, I think we're going to clear out for Klamath County and Lake County, but still dealing with some snow showers to the west of the Cascades in elevations primarily above 2,000 feet. And then we will see some moderate impacts in terms of travel lingering into Wednesday, but then drying out for Thursday and Friday. But then another impactful storm system over the weekend. It's looking like a wet one, potentially a wintry one, as snow levels are going to be between 3,000 to 4,000 feet. So here's that 7-day forecast for the coast. Wet and cool over the next 7 days, temperatures in the 40s and 50s. And then for Siskiyou County, we will continue to see some big time impacts in regards to travel, snow, winds. So please just do not travel in Siskiyou County, especially on those mountain passes this midday and into tomorrow as well. Maybe we could get 3 to 4 inches of snow on Oregon 140 when the storm system's all said and done. I think the east side is going to be pretty spared from the storm system. It's going to be Siskiyou County and the ridge line in Klamath County that's just going to get hammered with snow. And then for the Rogue Valley, wet and windy today, drying out for Wednesday through Friday, but then more wet weather this weekend.